Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we re-diving into a topic that is super relevant for so many of you, the common mistakes people make in the first 2 years after graduation. This period can be a real roller coaster, full of excitement, uncertainty, and a whole lot of learning. I've been there, and I've seen so many friends go through it. So, I've compiled a list of pitfalls to avoid, and trust me, knowing these can make your transition into the real world so much smoother. Let's get right into it. The first, and probably the biggest, mistake is being way too hard on yourself. There's this immense pressure, both internal and external, to have it all figured out the second you toss that graduation cap. You feel like you need to land your dream job, make a certain amount of money, and be a fully fledged adult overnight. But here's the reality check. That's not how life works. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Success doesn't happen instantly. You're going to face rejections, you're going to feel lost sometimes, and that is completely normal. Comparing your journey to your friends' highlight reels on social media is a recipe for anxiety. Everyone's path is different. So, give yourself some grace. Celebrate the small wins, learn from the setbacks, and remember that you are just starting out. Your career is a long game, and these first couple of years are about exploration and finding your footing. Now, let's talk about something practical, your living situation. A common oversight is not considering moving back home with your family. I know, after years of college freedom, moving back in with your parents might feel like a step backward. But hear me out. If you have a good relationship with your family and they're open to it, this can be an incredible financial launchpad. The key here is to have a clear financial mindset. This isn't about getting a free ride forever. It's a strategic move. Think about it. You can save a ton of money on rent, utilities, and groceries. That money can go directly into paying off student loans, building an emergency fund, or saving for a down payment on your own place later. It's about using this opportunity to build a strong financial foundation, not to regress into your teenage habits. Set clear expectations with your parents, contribute to the household in whatever way you can, and have a solid plan with a timeline. It's a short-term sacrifice for a massive long-term gain. Another thing people often regret is not taking advantage of their free time, especially that golden window between graduation and starting your first full-time job. You might be so focused on the job hunt that you forget to live a little. This is a unique period in your life where you might have more unstructured time than you have for years to come. Use it. Pursue those hobbies you never had time for in college. Learn to play the guitar, take up painting, start a blog. Volunteer for a cause you're passionate about. Not only does this enrich your life and keep you mentally engaged, but it also looks great on a resume. It shows you're proactive, passionate, and well-rounded. These experiences can also lead to new connections and unexpected opportunities. Don't just sit around waiting for your real life to begin. Life is happening right now. This brings me to a related misconception, the idea that real life only starts when you land that perfect, dream job. Many graduates turn down or look down on jobs that aren't in their ideal field or don't have a glamorous title. They think of these roles as just filler or a waste of time. This mindset is a huge mistake. Every job is a learning experience. That retail job teaches you customer service and patience. That food service gig teaches you how to work under pressure. That administrative role teaches you organization and communication. These are all valuable, transferable skills that will serve you in any career. Plus, any job provides you with an income, a routine, and a network. It keeps you moving forward. You might even discover a passion you never knew you had. So, be open to different opportunities. Your first job doesn't have to be your forever job. See it as a stepping stone, a place to learn and grow while you continue working toward your ultimate goals. Next up, let's talk about a major financial pitfall, misunderstanding how to use credit cards. It's just so easy to get your first credit card and see it as free money or an emergency lifeline. It is not. A credit card is a tool for building credit and for convenience, not a fund for when things go wrong. An emergency fund is for emergencies. When your car breaks down or you have an unexpected medical bill, that's what your savings are for. If you put those expenses on a credit card without a plan to pay it off immediately, you'll get trapped in a cycle of high-interest debt that can be incredibly difficult to escape. This is one of the quickest ways to derail your financial future before it even starts. Learn to use credit cards responsibly, pay off your balance in full every single month, and never charge more than you can afford to pay back. This connects directly to the next point, not saving enough money for that first big move. Whether you're moving to a new city for a job or just getting your own apartment for the first time, the costs add up fast. You need money for a security deposit, first month's rent, utility setup fees, furniture, and just basic household items. Many graduates underestimate these expenses and end up swiping their credit card for everything, which, as we just discussed, is a dangerous path. The solution? Start saving for this move as early as possible, even while you're still in school. A little bit from each paycheck from your part-time job or any gift money can grow into a substantial moving fund. Having this cash on hand will reduce your stress immensely and prevent you from starting your independent life in debt. Plan ahead, create a budget for your move, and stick to it. And that brings us to the emergency fund itself. A huge mistake is not starting to save for an emergency fund sooner. Many people think, I'll start saving when I get a real job with a good salary. But the best time to start saving was yesterday. The second best time is today. Even if you're still in school or working a low-wage job, you can start building this crucial financial safety net. Even saving $20 or $50 a month makes a difference. The habit is more important than the amount at the beginning. An emergency fund of just a few $100s can be the difference between a minor inconvenience and a full-blown financial crisis. It gives you peace of mind and options. So, open a separate high-yield savings account, name it emergency fund, and set up automatic transfers, no matter how small. Start now. Your future self will thank you profusely. Let's switch gears back to the job hunt. A surprisingly common and completely avoidable mistake is not thoroughly proofreading your application materials. I'm talking about your resume and your cover letters. You'd be shocked at how many applications get tossed out because of simple typos, grammatical errors, or formatting issues. When a hiring manager is sifting through hundreds of applications, a silly mistake makes you look careless and unprofessional. Read your resume out loud. Use a grammar checker. Then, have someone else, a friend, a professor, a career services advisor, read it for you. A fresh pair of eyes will always catch something you missed. Also, please, tailor your materials for each job. Don't send the same generic resume and cover letter everywhere. Highlight the skills and experiences that are most relevant to the specific role you're applying for. It shows you've done your research and are genuinely interested in that position. It takes more time, yes, but it dramatically increases your chances of getting an interview. Finally, and this might be a tough one for some, a big mistake is not patiently listening to your parents' advice. When you're in your early 20s, you're trying to establish your independence, and it can be easy to dismiss your parents' input as outdated or intrusive. But remember, they've been through this before. They've navigated careers, finances, and life's big decisions. Their advice usually comes from a place of love, encouragement, and a genuine desire to see you succeed. Now, this doesn't mean you have to do everything they say. You are your own person, and you need to make your own choices. But at least listen. Hear them out with an open mind. You can filter their advice through your own context and goals. Often, their perspective can be incredibly helpful and provide insights you hadn't considered. They can be your biggest cheerleaders, so don't shut them out. Having a strong support system is invaluable during this transitional time. So there you have it, some of the most common mistakes to watch out for in your first couple of years after graduation. Navigating this period is all about being proactive, patient with yourself, and open to learning. It's not about being perfect, it's about making smart choices that set you up for a happy and successful future. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any other tips or have made mistakes you learned from, share them in the comments below. Let's help each other out. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video.